Welcome to my sixth video. Again, we're showing this one image here uh, as an example because it's one of the best drawings that I have of the vortex that I have with me. Um, Again, these are all channeled images that I've channeled over the past 35 years from various entities, alien entities, Pleiadians, Turians, so on and so forth, Greys. Um, just wanted to show this quickly to show that the vortex, everything's in it. Everything's in its own vortex, in a giant vortex. Vortices within a vortex, and they got by the very nature of the vortex itself. By its very nature, you have two curvatures of the universe. One curvature here shown going down, the other one going up. And the interference of the two is what creates energy and mass. So now let's move on to, oh, sorry about the glare there, trying to avoid that. The DNA replication sequence that you may be familiar with. You will see the creation of the two curvatures at work. There must be this division that takes place where one curvature works in opposite of the other throughout the entire sequences of replication. This is what takes place, and with this comes all the we see all the molecules like DNA helix having two curvatures that are zipper locked. All molecules are kind of locked together, almost like sealed, like a vacuum sealed sequence. So now again we see the DNA, RNA primers and cases, but this time we see what we cannot really see is the vortex, the vortice that actually is responsible for opening up the DNA RNA sequencing, the replication. This is the energy that is the astral force that brings about the creation process. Now here we have again the nature of the two curvatures, 1 and 2, coming down into the vortex as it spins around. All right. By the very nature of the vortex, there's two forces, and everything in the universe is in it. Now, this again is the old-fashioned design of the solar system. Sorry, the galaxy and the solar system. And the new versions are more of a warped, downward-looking, inward, collapsing galaxy, like a vortex, like it's moving in a vortex. The vortex of the galaxy, it looks like a sunken bowl. It moves back and forth, and as it's going downward, so it kind of, as it's going down in a spiral form or up, whichever way you want to see it, the galaxy is spiraling, but also moving, kind of tilting back and forth and around in a, like a rock, and you spin it inside of a bowl and it spins around and around till it finally comes to a rest at the bottom. That's what the galaxies are kind of doing. This is what I'm being shown and told. Now this is the new a newer Vortex image that I'm showing you. Another template of about 1,000 of them that I've channeled over 35 years. This one is all about the polarities and dualities of the universe. There are polarities and dualities in the universe, in everything, and it can't be escaped. You can't escape it. It is in everything, and it is everything. It's your entire body. Your entire body and everything about your mind and body is built on polarities and dualities. So you can see for yourself here the different changes as we go down further and further into the vortex. And everything that you're seeing here can be reversed as well. In every illustration of the vortex, it can be reversed, go the opposite way as well. So basically, that it tells us that mentalism, our mental capacities, our brain, our thinking, it increases with expansion of polarity and duality. The more we become aware of polarities and dualities, the more our consciousness awakens. For example, the first great scientists, Newton, for example, who discovered gravity, and one of the first great polarities ever discovered by him, and the laws that would come after are also based on polarities and dualities. All of this simply says that as the molecules and the atoms increase in complexity, so does our consciousness. So we have, the B helix, A helix, RNA messenger and receiver. There is the neuron receptors and the synapses modulators. So the synapses modulators create the message and send it, and the neuron receptors are spatial capsules. They're spatial capsules that receive the incoming knowledge, the incoming information. And once the two meet together and join in the brain cell, the message is received in a form of our consciousness and becomes a thought or an idea or a message to respond to something. Technology is polarized density. So, like I said, the more we become realized in polarities, the greater the density of our technologies. The same with architecture is architectural. That is, that everything we create, every architectural or architecture design is an actual architectural image of our inner selves. What we build is a direct reflection of what we are. The more complex the dualities and polarities, the hierarchical sentence structure equals society structure. So here we have, again, the complexity of the universe in our lives directly related to the vortex and its forces. On the side here, we have the growing complexities of the nuclear elements. They get thicker and thicker and stronger and more powerful as they reach the nexus. And in opposite direction, it can be the same thing. We also have in the vortex at the top the intensity of the radio wave, which is the longest form of wave. So you have the longest form in expansion, and then the lowest form of gamma rays at the lowest nexus point. So there you have it for this quick sampler again, and these templates lead into each other and explain each other, and so these are just more or less quick examples, and they go into further into many other templates and so forth. So I hope you enjoyed this quick sampler, and I hope this helps you understand the universe in a better way, in a more complete way, because all mass and energy does derive directly from two curvatures that are created of time and space, that are created by the vortex. That's basically one of the essences of it, and that's what the spaceships, the alien spaceships, run on. It's how they operate. It's what they need to operate. The one curvature that we are using now and we are aware of is not enough. Definitely nowhere near enough energy to complete the tasks that the UFOs can complete. So thank you very much, and please have a very good day, and we'll talk soon.